have some quick announcements. I don't want you to panic. It's not going to be a huge problem. It's not going to be a difficult situation. There are certain changes that will be mandatory for us to align with National AAUW. So remember, it is all one corporation now called AAUW. Foundation and LAF are part of that corporation. So a couple of notes. And I have gotten some emails from branch members and branch officers around the state. They're probably not here today. The membership requirement for AAUW has not changed. That was voted down in St. Louis, so your bylaws and the state bylaws will reflect that. They are the same as they have been in the past. There are also no changes required in the state and the branch leadership structure. We can stay exactly as we are now. There are opportunities and options for those of us to make changes, if that is your branch's wish. And that will be made very clear. There are 7 mandatory changes that have to come about to align our bylaws. We need to replace any reference in the bylaws, and you'll get all this from me in January with our state bylaws already in alignment. Anytime you see the words association or foundation in your bylaws, you just replace it with AAUW. That's our bookkeeping error. If there's any reference to the original charter in your bylaws, you just delete that reference. It's probably just a sentence. The charter has been changed, the terminology has changed to update the requirements for IRS. The mission of AAUW must exactly be printed as the same as national, and it's printed in every Indiana bulletin. You probably have it in your bylaws. You just need to make sure it's the exact wording. The use of the name AAUW section, the first 2 parts stay the same. There's a new section 3, which is it's again a bookkeeping update. All references to regions, this makes me sad, and regional directors needs to be deleted. We are no longer the Great Lakes region. I will tell you that at National Convention, the Michigan and Ohio AAUW presidents and I adopted our own little bond, and we are communicating constantly about what's going on in our states. And I do know that Lisa was in Ohio a week ago today. Go Bucks! She is a Buckeye, so be careful what you say. All right. There's also a section in our old bylaws about loss of recognition of a branch and a minimum number of members to become a branch or to stay a branch. That totally gets deleted. And I have someone I want to stand and wave her arms. We have a new name to a branch that had been sort of disbanded, but Marcia was a member when it was, so the association kept her on the books. So we are now, instead of Terre Haute branch, we have a new branch called AAUW of Wabash Valley. And it has 1 member, Marcia Miller. And the reason behind that is she has got surrounding communities, and as you know, Terre Haute is right on the state-Illinois line, and there's communities right there on the state line that could be attracted to this particular branch. So Marcia has her work cut out for us.
I still can't get me to pay my dues on time.
Good luck with that. And a big one that will affect us, and every time we have a business meeting, it affects us in Indiana, and I'm real pleased that this National voted to change the delegate system, to totally eliminate delegate voting. When you go to National Convention and you're a dues-paying member of a branch, you vote. Doesn't matter if 100 immigrants go. One member, one vote. When any issue comes up, there will be a 60-day notice from National, and you will be able to vote by paper ballot, online, by phone, or by fax. So you got 4 choices how to make your voice heard. So that is a major change for our organization, and we hope if everybody's in agreement that we'll reflect that change here. You're a member, you get to vote. Okay, and so that pretty well takes care of that. We will officially adopt Indiana's choice, and it's our choice, next April 24th, 2010 in Indianapolis at our state convention. That's the date, April 24th, 2010. Then I won't have to bring it up later. But be thinking if that is in agreement with your personal opinion. And I would also like to have Sharon, you get to earn your keep today. I want you to come back up for just a minute and talk about 2 things. Well, one thing I have to tell you, for the very first time that I can ever recall, Indiana got to sit in the front row at National Convention. Front row. And we also received a $900 public policy impact grant.